Okay, fuck it. We'll do it live. That's it. We're just getting started. Super late today. What's going on, guys? As you guys roll into the stream, what is going on? Welcome to another episode of Canon Culture with your boy. So today, I don't know how many of you guys were here yesterday, but yesterday we talked about the importance of Black Panther and what it's like to the culture, and also the possibility of nerds developing movies and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm starting to see the comments roll in. What's up, guys? So, you know what? Yesterday was dope. And I got a lot of submissions yesterday about, specifically people wanted me to talk about what it's like to create movies and who should be creating movies and stuff like that. And I just wanted to elaborate that a little bit. I also wanted to talk about the newest Spider-Man movie. I wanted to talk about that. And then there's also some other stuff I wanted to talk about. So today, let's go ahead and get the other stuff out of the way, the stuff that a bunch of other people don't care about, but I do. I personally do. So this morning, I'm not sure if how many of you guys live on the East Coast, how many of you guys live on the West Coast, but I am fortunate enough to live in the great city of Los Angeles on the West Coast, but we do not have a station for The Breakfast Club. So The Breakfast Club is probably one of my favorite, absolutely my favorite morning radio show, or radio show period, since Howard Stern. And I used to listen to his show when I was a kid, and I wasn't supposed to, but don't tell my mom that, okay? So as I'm listening to The Breakfast Club, they had Angela Yee usually does, who's one of the hosts. She usually does a piece, you know, basically on like rumors and gossip and stuff like that. So they were talking about Jhené Aiko and how she didn't cheat on her, at the time, husband to go on a date with Big Sean or whatever. And yo, when I just look at that dynamic between her and this dude, how many times you just gonna lie to people? Like just for real. I'm not saying Jhené Aiko because I like her music, kind of, sort of, but I love Big Sean. Big Sean's music is dope. But I'm like, yo, you know, you're no longer with this person. You ain't got to lie no more. I'm just saying, you know, just telling you right now, because if there's one thing I don't like, it's when people are not straight up with you. That shit really bothers me. Like, you know, if you got something on your mind, or if you want to talk to somebody, or if you don't want to talk to somebody, or if you're not sure what the situation is, you need to communicate that. So, you know, you don't understand, like, how important it is for adults, grown-ass people, to not talk to each other. Like, I just don't understand that concept of how people just don't talk to one another. Like, it just doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. But also at the same time, I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in there. I think Big Sean is obviously a reason why her and her husband split, because apparently they were having problems, according to her. And this is all verbatim, like, from her words. She said they were having problems, this, that, and the other thing, and they weren't talking at the time. So she said, oh, you know, since I found out you've been married to this other woman for a year, and this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, yo, you mean to tell me when you get involved with some of these people, like, I don't know what it is about adults just not being straightforward. Like, yo, by the way, yeah, I'm taking you out on a date, but I'm also seeing this other person. Like, you know how much transparency you would, like, how much shit you would just get rid of because of transparency? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're seeing somebody on the side, but you still dating somebody, like, have the respect to tell that other person. See, this is why sex bots are going to be so popular, okay? Because you know why? Sex bots don't cheat on you. They don't leave you. I mean, if you got a roommate and your roommate bangs your sex bot, it's like, bro, did you at least clean her after? Like, what? It's not something that you would think between two consenting adults that relationships would not be that hard. And so, actually, on the topic of sex bots, like, I want to know, post in the chat, are you guys, from those of you who are of age to buy a sex bot, I mean, is there an age requirement to buy a sex bot? Personally, I would definitely buy one just so that way I could have her for carpool. I mean, and other reasons, but carpool also. Trying to get in that HOV lane, baby, you know. And then, you know, when I'm going to see Black Panther by myself later this week, you know, it would have been nice to have, like, you know, like, bring one into the movie theater. It's just like, oh, yeah, it's gonna be 2 tickets. Like, sir, you realize this is an inanimate object. Listen, she can hear you Okay, so I'd appreciate it if you treat her like a person, because she is a person, okay? So, you know, it's so interesting when you see the concept of that, because when you get one of these things, you're never gonna leave the house. Like, what would you need to leave for? For what? Like, you can have food brought to your house through Postmates, and if you have Amazon, what is it? Amazon Fresh or whatever, the Amazon grocery thing, you can have entertainment brought to your house. You have Netflix. If you're somebody like me that has a PC, you can watch all the movies you want for free anyway. You literally don't have to leave the house. You can order the lube from down the street from, you know, wherever the fuck you want. You can order that shit, come straight to your door. Bro, you never have to leave your house. I mean, figure out a way to work from home and make money from home, then yeah, cool, you're dope, you're set. You don't have to worry about not to ting, bruh, not to ting. So I would have like 2, maybe 3 of them. You know, you gotta get them in different skin tones too, with like different type of hair. I want one that look like Beyonce, man. Ooh, a Beyonce bot? Oh my god, I feel like, but then again, I feel like if I had a Beyonce bot, or better yet, a Cardi bot, a Cardi B bot, a Cardi B bot, ooh. If I had one of those, I feel like they would just give me sass, like, you know what I mean? Like, these would be the one few bots that are just like, the AI is actually working, and it's just like, boy, I'm not doing that tonight. Okay, all right, that's cool, that's fine. You know, it's not like I bought you off the internet or anything and set you up in my house and put the batteries in you and charged you up and shit. Okay, it's not like I did any of that, but all right. So, but you know, it's so interesting to see that people want to limit the amount of like human communication that they have between each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like when you have some of those friends that are just like, oh, we should go and hang out someplace. And then you're just like, yeah, definitely. Like, you're excited in the moment. You're like, yeah, we should definitely do that. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm down to go. And then come the day when you're supposed to hang out and you're just like, you get on the phone and you be like, hey, you know what? I gotta take my mom to this thing, or my dog is sick, this, that, and the other thing. Instead of just being like, nigga, I can't go. Like, that's it. That's all you have to do. You don't really have to worry about anything like that. And that's the way I personally like to live my life now, is just in general, just like to be a straight up person. Like, if I don't want to hang out with somebody, or if I don't want to talk to you, I'm telling you, I'm just gonna be like, listen, you know, I was gonna give you some bullshit story, but bro, I don't want to come out tonight. I got $32 in my account and I got to make it last me another 2 weeks before I get paid again. So unless you're buying and then bringing me home, because that's gas money, bro, and I don't have gas money to just be spinning up like that, okay? So unless you're gonna pick me up, send me a Uber, and drop me off, or send me a Uber home, and pay for my drinks and my food, no, I'm not coming out tonight. No, it's not happening. Oh, wait, that's right. It is your birthday. I'm still not coming. Fuck all that. All right, it just seems so much easier to just be straightforward and upfront with people. You know what I mean, guys? Like, especially when it comes to like dealing with females and stuff like that, man. Like, in my experience, it's a lot easier to just tell them straight up. Like, the concept of actually lying to people, like just to gain something, is usually like pointless. Like, it's almost pointless. Like, yeah, you by lying to somebody, you can increase the ability to influence them, so that way they do what you want, or you get what you want. But it's like, sometimes you get more just by being honest. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, look, it's like going and talking to a girl and be like, hey, you know what's up, girl? How you doing? So I just noticed you from across the room. I thought you was beautiful, this, that, the other thing. All right, that's where it usually starts. And, you know, I just wanted to get to know you, blah, 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 blah. Wrong. You know damn well you don't give a damn about this girl. You just trying to hit it from the back while you curl her hair up in between your fists and just anyway. So you know, it's just easier to be honest with people. Honestly, like, that is what I've come to find out. So, you know, with this whole situation with her and Big Sean, man, don't nobody care about that, honestly. Like, that's like trying to pay attention to the Kardashians. Like, another thing that that people have really just been a little too hyped for is how much like the Kardashians are able to hold people's attention. Like, let me give it up to the queen hoe herself, Kim Kardashian. Oh my god, and this is, I'm not saying hoe as in I'm judging Kim Kardashian. That is just the title in which you give somebody that does the things that she does. It's just a title. It's not the title I gave her. It's just the title that is bestowed upon her by the internet. It just is. So, you know, that's just something that exists. But anyway, the queen herself, Kim Kardashian, has set up this entire fucking empire by herself. Like, and obviously, like, her family was able to contribute to a lot of that. And it's so interesting to see this entire dynasty that was built up from a sex tape. Like, how amazing is that? Let me tell you, if I could have a sex tape with, like, Tiffany Haddish or something, or somebody else that's popular, or Cardi B. First of all, no, not Cardi B, because Quavo seemed like he'll take off on me. I'm not down with I'm not down with fighting all three of the Migos. I can't do that. Them niggas will fuck me up. I'm good. I'm not trying to get punched in my kneecaps. No thanks. So, I'm good. And then they put a fly ass jacket on me, like, take your bitch ass out of here. Like, oh, no, I'm good. So, yeah, you know what? If a controversy like that happened to me, I wouldn't know how to take it from one level to another and just get more and more famous like that, where your entire family is just making millions, if not billions of dollars, you know what I mean? And then of course with all the rappers and the ball players coming in and out the Kardashian house, like, it's just so interesting. You know what's a funny thought is, I saw a meme the other day that was saying that Courtney's kid is the only one who's gonna be really awkward later on because her kid is the only one that can't say nigga. And I was just like, ooh, that one hit home. Like, ugh, like somebody gonna have some like personal issues in the family and shit like that, man. That's just crazy. But I just find it so baffling that we give so much attention to the Kardashians, and it's like, between the makeup and the Snapchat and the fucking Instagram stuff, it's like, what do they really do? You know what I mean? Like, cause they're not certified like 100% models until, like, you know, like when you really think about it, like Kendall is a model. I guess all of them technically fall into the model category, but I mean, anybody could really like essentially be a model, right? I mean, if you perceive a certain image and you look good and people want to be you and you have lots of followers and stuff like that, I mean, I could definitely see they're promoters. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. They're promoters. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're a girl who's of average look, you know, you look like a C-, but you got 250,000 followers, which really isn't a whole lot, but it's a great place to start. You know what I mean? Like, all you've really been doing is just posting selfies till you hit 250K, and then you good. You know, you post up a couple of titty pics, maybe get you a sponsorship with some sex bots or something like that. Hey, we'll give you $10,000 or whatever for every year, you know, or every month or whatever, for however many we sell of your likeness and stuff like that. I'm just like, yo, that entire empire. And then sometimes I also feel a little bit bad about like Kanye being in there, and then was it ASAP, and then there's also Travis Scott. So all three of these men are just like, have at one point in time, especially Kanye, he's lost in the sauce. That man is in a sunken place. Holy shit, this guy is just beyond saving at this point. It's like, bro, you just gotta get pulled out, you lost in the sauce, man. Pull out, you too deep. So, you know, and I think when you have influences like that in the media and stuff like that, you can kind of see where media is going in general. You know what I mean, guys? Like, you can really see, like, people are more so about, like, oh, what can you do for me right now at this exact moment, not what have you done for me before. And it's crazy because you'll see people are so about that instant gratification where it comes to, like, you know, they want to have access to some of their favorite celebrities. They have the Snapchat, Instagram, you know, Twitter, Facebook, all this other stuff. Maybe not so much Facebook, but, you know, and then celebrities don't really reach out and stuff like that. They don't answer tweets, blah, 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 blah. But it's kind of set up this entire thing where people are now set in the mindset of, we want it right now, we want it immediately, we need to be able to have this content. Yes, you're famous, you're a celebrity, we need to have access to you and shit like that. And I think they're kind of pushing the issue about that, and that also reflects the rest of the entertainment industry, because you'll have people who are very in the now. I want it right now. I don't care if it's finished. I don't care if it works, type of thing. That affects the music industry. That affects the movie industry. Because I'll tell you one thing. I never would have thought I would have listened to any Iggy Azalea songs ever after her first album, because she had like 3 songs on there and 2 of them had T.I. on it, and I love T.I. So it's like, okay, there's no way I'm gonna ever listen to this chick's music again. And then she was kind of alluding to dropping a project in 2018, and I had to gauge. I was like, how interested am I in this? Is this something that I want to partake in? The answer is fuck no. Absolutely not. There is absolutely no reason for me to ever give this any second thought whatsoever. So now, to kind of go back in this media age where everybody's, you know, about instant gratification. Thank you, D-Red, for the sub. Everybody's about this instant gratification and stuff like that. Man, there's really only so much that you can give, which is, you know, to kind of throw it off a little bit. I know you guys have heard me talk about the Jake and Logan Paul situation. I talked a little bit about that yesterday, and I talked about it on Sunday's podcast. So if you guys missed any of that, you can find those links down in the description. But you know what? It was a very interesting situation where you'll see that Logan Paul had this idea that, hey, I create a television show every single day. He's so lost from reality that he just genuinely thinks anything he does, people find it some sort of entertaining and appealing. Like, he's no longer treating the world as it's the world. He's now treating people as if they're characters and props and just bullshit to put in his little story because he thinks the world revolves around him. Now, there's been a whole lot of, you know, people going back and forth about his channel being demonetized and stuff like that, and disabling ads and blah, 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 blah. Personally, I think you should just give him 5 minutes with a bunch of YouTubers that'll really, really just let them know what they feel like. You know what I mean? But really, I think the only punishment would be is to like ban his channel for a while, like put his channel on suspension, because just because you're like somebody of that magnitude, if you're not going anywhere, you're not pushing this boulder, you're not moving this mountain, it's just not happening. He's so embedded in the YouTube ecosystem that even when you're looking for fucking anime and video game videos and stuff like that, or depression videos, these are all, I'm speaking from a personal place right now if you can't tell, there's no reason why I should be finding Logan Paul videos. I don't watch Logan Paul. I've only watched like 2 of his videos, the one where he tases the rats and the one where with the dead body in the background. Those are literally the only 2 videos I've ever watched. So now, apparently, according to YouTube, because I've watched those videos for about 35.5 seconds, just so that way I can have something to talk about on my show, then there's, you know, Jake Paul and shit like that. Man, yo, these guys are so poisonous to the YouTube ecosystem and to the YouTube culture. What's up, Lucid? How you doing, man? They're just culture vultures, exactly. But I can't even go into that because I don't watch enough of their content or know them personally enough to really dive into anything like that. It's just, it doesn't make any sense for me to try and judge them on that merit. I can judge them for being fucking assholes, though. Abso-fucking-lutely. You can do all the charity in the world, but if you're an asshole and people see you being an asshole, bro, you're a fucking asshole. Like, that's just the way it is, you know? There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it, because how do you formulate your brain to think that, you know what, for suicide awareness, I'm gonna show a dead body in my video just because it's respect, you know? It's respectful to show a fucking dead body. And okay, now I get it, that's old, that was last year, you know, that was earlier this year or whatever. But for you to think it's a good fucking idea, whether it was a joke or they were fake or whatever, I like to believe that it was fake. This man tased dead rats on his back porch. Not 1, not 2, but 3 times in his video. Thinking, okay, you know what, maybe a dead body was a little extreme in that last video, but I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna hit him with this banger. Dead rats in my video. Not only am I gonna have dead rats in my video, I'm gonna tase them. Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Yeah, we'll get tons of views for that. How is this guy getting sponsorships? How is this guy getting I mean, he's not on the Google preferred and he had his ads dropped. How is this guy even somebody that is allowed to exist in the ecosystem because of that? So really, I think about now, there should be 2 community strikes against his fucking channel. There really should. Because when you really think about it, if you violated a terms and conditions of YouTube with a copyright, with a community guideline strike the first time, then I'm pretty sure tasing dead rats and abusing animals, that is a form of animal abuse, whether they're dead or alive, that should count as a second community guideline strike. You should not be allowed to upload. Last time I checked, the community guidelines for YouTube is if you get 2 strikes, you can't upload for a certain amount of time. Hold on, let me see. YouTube.com, I'll go to my own page. Dashboard? No, I think it's features. Okay, youtube.com/features. So, let's see. I have 0 copyright and 0 community guideline strikes. I'm pretty sure under the rules, if you get 2 community guideline strikes, after the first one you use like you lose like live streaming and like embedded live streams and shit like that. You should be able to lose videos longer than 15 minutes. He should lose that. He should lose, well, Super Chat is a live stream thing. He should lose sponsorships. That's also a live stream thing. You should really lose the ability to upload for a while. Like a good, consistent 3 months, bro. Like, you should just sit on your hands and figure out a way to do whatever the fuck you're doing, because this dude is just destroying the ecosystem that we have. Because now we have a situation where during certain videos can't be monetized now. Okay, that was already a PewDiePie issue, which he recognized that, you know, he's the blame for that. But Jake and Logan Paul did not make it any better with the fucking bullshit shenanigans that they were pulling. And this kid with torturing an entire neighborhood in Beverly Hills. Let me tell you how that's a form of white privilege, first of all. Because if this was a black guy, like if Jake Paul was black and he lived in the heart of like Bel Air, Beverly Hills and shit like that, and then all of a sudden he was just riding dirt bikes up and down the street, playing loud music and setting his swimming pool on fire, best believe they'd be like, yo, we gotta get this monkey ass nigga out of here. Like, this is not, we can't have this. You gotta, I'm sorry, you got to leave. You and your posse or whatever you have going here, you guys gotta get out. They would have kicked this man out so goddamn fast. But that is how much white privilege exists, is because they not only let this man blast music, do graffiti on people's houses, set a giant smoldering fire in the backyard of his home, and then just do all the shit with the news vans, and then all the neighbor torturing and shit like that. Bro, first of all, the only Paul that I recognize right now is Lena Paul. And if you guys know who Lena Paul is, you are part of the culture, okay? So this is just something, this kid needs to just be beat the fuck up, okay? Let me tell you how his parents are just really, I'm disappointed in his parents, honestly. And then the dad is just as retarded. Like, honestly, like he really is. Apparently, people having problems with Jake and Logan Paul and the things that they do, they're haters. So first of all, if I'm somebody that lives next door to a guy who lit a giant fire in his backyard with his furniture, and I have a multi-million-dollar home, I'm a hater because I'm concerned for my safety and the safety of my family. That makes me a hater. Okay. All right. That's very interesting. So if your other son posts up a dead body talking about, you know, suicide is pretty serious, and he's laughing at it and making a joke of a dead body of somebody who took their own fucking life, and he's just making a joke of it. If I was somebody who wanted to commit suicide, if I was somebody who knew somebody who wanted to commit suicide, I'm a hater because I want to stick up for these people. The dad is the most fucking retarded. First of all, where's the mom? The mom definitely ain't got no common sense, okay? She's the type of bitch that put mayonnaise on raw chicken and call it seasoning, okay? This is the type of shit that just goes way beyond, okay, what the fuck are you doing? I'm confused. Like, the whole family is just mentally not there. And so what that's doing to the YouTube system is really, it's just like, yo, if you let people like this exist and thrive and you reward shit like this, what does that say for the rest of us? How are the rest of us supposed to get by? How are the rest of us really supposed to compete with this high level buffoonery that is going on. And I mean, like, let's not get it twisted. There's plenty of fucking idiots on YouTube. There's plenty of them that are doing way less, getting way more views, getting way less views actually, making just as much money. Because when you look at somebody like race baiting Joey Salads and shit like that, and I don't mean to keep talking about YouTube drama and shit like that, but that's essentially the culture that I'm a part of. That's what I'm in. And then maybe if I dive into Instagram more, but I need more followers on Instagram. So if you guys want to follow me, you know, there's a link down there. You know, and I would definitely talk about those guys. But the amount of just bullshit that is just being dropped on this community. And then from another standpoint, you have somebody with like Casey Neistat. And I don't know if a lot of you guys saw his interview with the CFO well, I think he's the director of business or whatever. Like, basically he's responsible for communicating with all the content creators and stuff like that. Like, this is all telephone, by the way. This is secondhand. I only saw like half the interview or whatever. And probably not even half. I saw majority of the middle section of it because Casey Neistat took the first 8 minutes to really describe what the fuck was going on and give backstory. So I watched the core portion of the interview. And really, all this interview was it was super vague. Just basically saying, yeah, YouTube cares. We're really going to try and take care of our creators, this, that, and the other thing. And we're not trying to be on the side of our advertisers. We're not really trying to only be on the side of our creators and stuff that made our site what it is. But it's like, you got to find, they're trying to find some middle ground here where they can fuck both parties, basically. It's just like, how can I screw this chick and make money all at the same time? You know what I mean? That's the position that YouTube has. And I could understand from a business standpoint when an advertiser says, hey, you know what, I'm going to pull out my couple $1 million of ads because I don't like what some of these guys are doing and stuff like that. Okay, I understand that. I understand why we have this whole ad situation. So why is it that as YouTube continues to go on, there's not more people to really crack down on the shit that is like fucking up our entire community? You know what I mean? And I don't mean they're like the only ones, because obviously the whole Adpocalypse thing really started because people were monetizing ISIS recruitment videos and shit like that. Like, this is the type of shit that was like, man, there was just so much really going on. And like, you would be so surprised. Like, these videos would get hundreds of thousands of views and shit like that, and they would be you know, posted all over Reddit and stuff like that. And I'm a moderate Reddit user now, because that's just, you know, the culture that I've decided to fall into because of certain circumstances. So, but you know, that really kind of fucks ultimately our ecosystem, because you'll have creators like me who I don't necessarily want to get bigger on YouTube. I want to use YouTube as a springboard platform so that way I can get bigger in general. So I have like trying to figure out this comedy career thing, trying to figure out this acting thing, trying to figure out this YouTube thing, trying to figure out this live stream thing. There is just so many layers to the shit that I want to do for my community, for the people that do the things that I do or want to do the things that I want to do. It's like, you know, when you really look at how certain movies are developed, or music is made, or people get famous out of nowhere, and let's not get it twisted, YouTube money is nice. YouTube fame is probably really nice. But it's like, how much are you really doing for other people? You know what I mean? Like, I don't see Jake and Logan Paul doing anything to support the actual YouTube community. You know what I mean? Like other YouTubers and stuff like that. Then you'll have creators like H3H3, which I believe are they have some of the most amazingly creative videos. Like Ethan and Ela, they are just awesome. If you guys are not familiar with H3, definitely go check out their channel. I don't know why you wouldn't have. They're one of the biggest channels on YouTube as far as YouTube culture, because they're really so embedded in like, yo, if you're doing fuck shit, we're gonna call you out on your fuck shit. That's just the way it is. There's no way that we can sit idly by and let you upload videos of dead bodies and tasing rats and shit. No, we're gonna go at you. And then the more, I would have to say, extremist version is iDubbbz. Like, I haven't really been a huge fan of iDubbbz for very long, probably within the past like 2 years or whatever, but he does a very good job at just meticulously taking information and just really flipping that and putting the person that he's putting in the hot seat in a certain light. So you'll have like these different type of creators that clearly do things for the culture that inspire others to really want to make new shit. They want to be innovative. They want to be creative. They really want to make like animated videos or animated shorts or anything like that. It's like, wow, you just... Lucid, go ahead and ban him, by the way. You just really don't understand like how much of a position that you're in to really influence the rest of the community. So hopefully one day I can get to that point. That would be really fucking awesome. Like, it just really would. And only because I want to see the people on my team. Like, I have specific friends that I really want to see grow because of the content that they're making, because of the things that they want to do, the jokes that they want to tell, the people that they want to talk to. It's like, there's nobody else out there. There's not any big channels that exist out there. We're talking like 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 plus type channels that do the things that these guys want to do. So when it comes to really doing stuff for the culture, the YouTube culture, bro, that influences everything. Because think of it this way. When you're a YouTuber and you want to be an actor, or you want to be a musician, or you want to be a comedian, or you want to be a model or anything, and you're in the YouTube ecospace, is what I call it. That's level 1. So when you reach level 1, you kind of build up your level 1 until you reach level 2. So when you get to level 2, that's like when you decide to spread out, you know what, I'm going to make this Instagram thing happen, I'm going to do a little bit of Twitter here and there, and then I'm going to start reaching out to different people in the community. And then people are like, yo, I love your videos, you know, how do you make your videos, this, that, and the other thing? Because that's how I got started. I wanted to help other people make videos when I got started making YouTube. When I started making YouTube videos. And then there was also a whole lot of just, oh, I want to be a fighting game player, you know, I want to be, do videos on video games, I want to do short skits and stuff like that, I want to do comedy. And I got so convoluted in all of that stuff that I really couldn't focus on anything. So when I hear a lot of people say, oh, Jay, you deserve more subs and stuff like that. No, I don't. No, I don't. I need to be where I'm at while I'm here. Because if I got to 1 million subs, that makes it very difficult to reach everybody individually in my Discord, in my community, in my comment section. It makes it super difficult to try and reach out to these people and say, hey, you know what? I've been in your place. Okay, I've had 10 subs for 3 months trying to get that 11th sub and didn't know how. You know, I've been in that position before where you just hit 100 and you've been doing YouTube for 1.5 years and you're like, wow, this is really going somewhere. And you're getting 10 views a video and you're like, okay, but how can I get more and stuff like that? It's all about the grind. It's all about the hustle, guys. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. And these are just things that I want to do as a creator, as a YouTuber, as just a person in general. These are just things that I want to do. I want to put other people on pedestals that are smaller than me, like some of my homies with 100, 200, 300 subs and shit like that. The only problem with doing that is, and here, let me play devil's advocate. The only problem with doing that is when you do try to put your homies on a pedestal and they don't fucking upload. That's the worst fucking situation, is when you try to put your homie on game, like, and they just don't do anything with it. It's like, you got a girlfriend, right? And then your girlfriend has, you know, like a few friends or whatever, and you try and go and you talk to him, like, you're like, hey, you know what, this is my buddy, whoop-de-whoop, he's really funny, this, that, and the other thing. So you bring one of the girls over, hey, how you doing? This is, my man's, this is, you know, this is her, boom, boom, boom. And then you're just waiting for it to click off. And nothing happens. It's like, yo, 15 minutes ago, you were a goddamn comedian. Tell her a joke. What are you doing? So, you know, you just really, really drop the ball there. And so sometimes it's really hard for me to want to even help some of my friends. But that's just me playing devil's advocate, you know, playing both sides really, so that way you can kind of see what's in the middle. And I think that's a very good part about being an adult, is being able to kind of see what the other person's perspective is like, what the other side is of something is like, and what your side is like, and trying to find either some middle ground or recognize that there is middle ground. You know what I mean? So, but that's pretty much it. Today has not been a huge nerd-filled day. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry we didn't have a whole lot of stuff to talk about today as far as like, you know, making new movies and stuff like that. But what I will do is tomorrow, what we'll do is we'll talk more about like what it's like to create movies and things like that. Like, I've done a lot of research and I have a certain amount of experience when it comes to making productions and stuff like that. And maybe we'll even talk about taking something that already exists and how to remix it to make it better. So maybe we'll do that. I've been talking a lot with a couple of my buddies about the Death Note movie and stuff like that, and that was something that kind of dropped the ball, but it had the potential to be really good. So maybe tomorrow what we'll do is we'll do a whole show. Our whole show will be based on like Death Note, or maybe recreating something that already exists, recasting it, rewriting the script, what characters would say and stuff like that. And maybe, you know, I don't know. We don't know where it goes. I'm kind of just every single day just tossing stuff up in the air. So if you guys ever have anything that you want me to talk about, anything that you want me to check out, there is a link to my Discord down in the description. It'll take you to the submission section. In that section, you can type stories, you can type whatever you want. You can leave links to articles, anything at all. You guys are more than welcome to do that. So, you know, I'm just really here on this planet to understand that I'm not here to do great things for myself. I'm on this planet to do great things for other people. So, and that is why I don't care about when it comes to doing YouTube, I don't care about cash. When it comes to doing YouTube, I care somewhat about clout. But when it comes to doing YouTube, I care a lot about the culture, because I want other people, not just like black kids with glasses, you know, and fucking fucked up nappy ass hair and shit like that, which by the way, my hair is fucking beautiful, okay? But it's not for myself. It's so that way other people can decide that they want to make videos. And it's hard. It's hard to even make that jump to decide, you know what, I want to put myself out there, because it's a difficult situation. Let me tell you guys, I get nasty comments all the fucking time. All the time. Like, I have to flag certain words so other people don't see other comments, because it'll entice them to make other comments. Like, I've gotten the stupid nigger comments before, the faggot comments before, this, that, and the other thing. But then when I see and I click on your profile and I see that it's either private, or I see that you don't upload videos, but you sure like to comment on videos, or you're an aspiring YouTuber with 22 subscribers, yet you want to talk shit to somebody who wants to do something for the culture, go fuck yourself, okay? I didn't sit here in front of this camera for 35 fucking minutes every single day so that way you can make fun of me and the people that want to either be like me, be better than me, or be better than some of the people that already exist in this space and outside of this space. It's just ultimately disrespectful for you to say something like that when somebody wants to push forward the culture, but you're idolizing somebody like Jake and Logan Paul. You can definitely go fuck yourself. Sit on a dick and spin, you motherfucker. So that is essentially today's show, you guys. If you guys have any questions, comments, please launch them at me right now. I'm trying to take a look. We'll take the last few minutes to really answer questions and stuff like that. Hit that motherfucking like button. Exactly. But I'm very appreciative for the shit that I have. I'm very appreciative for the audience that I have. I'm very appreciative for the friends that I have, because through these past couple months, actually this past year has probably been one of the roughest fucking times in my life. And I'll tell you guys right now, if I didn't do YouTube, or if I didn't glorify YouTube the way I did, or if I didn't aspire to do bigger things than YouTube, I don't know where the fuck I would be, honestly, just because of the way my brain works. So, you know, there's quite a few times where I'm just like, yo, I'm not doing Instagram skits because I don't feel that I'm that funny. Now, a lot of people, when they hear me in the podcast or they hear me in my own videos and stuff like that, they'll be like, yeah, Jay, you're definitely fucking funny. Or I'll tell some of my jokes in the Discord, I'll practice and stuff like that. Yeah, you're absolutely funny. You can't feel like you're funny until you feel like you're yourself. So that makes it super, super difficult to really want to like make Instagram skits and stuff like that, or do Twitter videos and do all the other stuff that you guys see, like Caleb City and what are the RDC World, like those guys. I really like the way those guys make their videos, and I've always wanted to aspire to do something like that, like a Corridor Digital or you know, Rocket Jump, Freddie Wong, and all those guys and stuff like that. Man, those used to be my fucking heroes. And so now that I see what it really takes to get into that position, it's a lot more work, and I'm not ready for it. So let me see what you guys are putting in the chat. Why do people want to hate on other people for liking shit? Because when you have insecure people who don't know what they like, they want to bash other people for already knowing what they like. So that's the same reason why a lot of people are just like, oh, Dragon Ball's gay, or anime's this, that, the other thing, and just like,
you know you don't have to fucking be here, right? Like, you really don't. Like, you came here. So for you to go somewhere, that's like walking into somebody else's house that they own. They live there. Hey, yo, dog, I don't like your furniture up in this bitch, man. Hey, fix this. This shit is ugly. The way they colored that couch, that shit nasty. How the fuck you gonna come in my house and tell me what my decoration should look like? Okay, first of all, get the fuck out. Second of all, why you didn't wipe your feet before you came in my motherfucking house? You see that there is a no shoes policy because you tracking that nasty ass dirt from whatever homeless hobble hole that you got over at your place, and you just dragging that dirt in my fucking house. You got to go. You got to go, homeboy. You got to go. So he said, I appreciate that you're doing this, Jay. It's also very entertaining. I'm glad you're entertained by it, okay? That's all I really try to do, is entertain a little bit, but educate a lot. So that's really all I'm trying to do. Homeboy says, you speak the truth. Glad I subbed. I'm glad you subbed too, my boy. Come back every single day. We are doing this Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every single day. All right, make sure to turn notifications on. Like, if someone likes Roblox, why hate on them? Because Roblox is not Minecraft. Okay, it's okay to hate on them. No, I'm just playing. But I don't know, man. People just like different things. That's like me liking the girls that I like. I mean, yeah, I like looking at other girls and stuff like that. But would I date and marry a girl that's not black? Probably not. Probably not, because that's just my preference. That's just what I like. Some guys out there, some of my homeboys, the only race they don't date is black girls. They just refuse to date black girls. First of all, that's kind of offensive, because I just love me some chocolate women, bro. Scrumptious, strong, and just whoo. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm not saying that to demean other races of women, but like, yo, there's just something about black women that just drives me just, oh. Why you think they don't have any good black sex bots yet? Because niggas would tear that shit up, okay? I'm telling you. How come you look like you got younger as you've gotten older? You know why? It's called moisturizer, my boy. Moisturizer, okay? And it's also shaving. So, you know, Dollar Shave Club. They don't sponsor any of my videos. They should, but I do actually use Dollar Shave Club. So, I mean, you know, it's just the way it is. He said, black don't crack. That's why. Exactly. Jay is a real nigga. He may not look like it, but he's a real... What you mean I don't look like a real... First of all, what does a real nigga look like? First of all, I think you really need to, like... A real nigga? Okay, that's just that doesn't add up. That's like saying, oh man, that's a real man right there. It's like, there's a visual aesthetic to what a real man looks like. Like, you gotta have like facial hair and just have this long ass beard and just call women bitches all the time. Is that what real niggas do? Real niggas is just out here going around, what's up, bitch? Like, that's just what real niggas do. Because if they do, you need to change your definition of a real nigga, because that's just a nigga. That's not a real nigga. I promise you, it's not. Real niggas handle their business. Real niggas handle their shit. Real niggas accept when they're wrong. Real niggas handle business when they're supposed to handle business. Okay, it's just a certain level of maturity, and at a certain point, you stop becoming a real nigga and you become a grown man. That's the difference. Okay, so we don't use terms like that because it's just dumb. It's honestly dumb. You're a grown ass man. So if you're going around acting like a little boy everywhere, I can understand how you wouldn't be respected. Okay, but I do the best I can to behave the best that I can every single day and portray myself in a light that I think people would respect, and also find a way to give my opinion in the most honest, truest form I could possibly do. So, you know, what does a real nigga look like? Behind bars, apparently. All right, Deacon wins, man. A couple of bad apples ruins the whole bag. See, I couldn't ban him. I was only able to time out. He deserves to be banned. You can just hit the block button. That is how you ban people. A real nigga is from Africa, pure black like Crayola. That is, this is... Whew, my chat is just pure coonery. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Canon Culture, because I definitely enjoyed it. It was definitely a change of pace from talking about comic books and anime and movies and stuff like that, which I love to talk about. I absolutely love to talk about, but I also like to talk... What was that? I also like to talk about that real shit from time to time, because I feel like it's an important conversation to push for the culture. Because when you have somebody who wants to be a YouTube personality and they kind of just do fuck shit to get higher and better in their position, and they're not really doing anything to better their community that is, you know, with them, I think that's kind of stupid. I think that's really dumb. It would be really dumb of me to get new subscribers every single day and not want to help them grow into great people. If I was just entertaining you guys all the time and doing nothing but coon shit all the time, then great. That's great for me. That's great for my wallet. That's great for my pockets. That's great for the sponsors and shit like that. That's great for my ads. But that shit is not good to push things forward. Because the people that come after me, much like how 90s rap is clearly better than this new age bullshit that's out right now. Like, there is no possible way that I would listen to a lot of like Lil Pump. I would not listen to Lil Pump over Tupac. Like, that's some type of shit that I'm talking about. Because if you don't care and nurture for the next generation and teach them the shit that they're supposed to know because their parents are not doing a very good job, not saying that everybody's parents are not doing a good job, I'm just saying that. And I'm definitely not trying to be somebody's dad, but I'm definitely trying to be somebody that you come to on YouTube because you have a question about something and you want that answered. What is it like when your girlfriend breaks up with you? What is it like when you find out your girlfriend cheats on you? What is it like when your friends don't want to talk to you anymore? What is it like when you're trying to find a job? What is it like when you're trying to build a resume but you have no experience? What is it like to grow into an adult? What is adulting like? Because there are plenty of channels out there that tell you how to adult, how to do taxes, how to do this, that, and the other thing, but there's not a whole lot of channels out there that try to entertain you and teach you how to be a great fucking human being. And I think because of all the failures that I have in my life, I want to use all of those failures to try and help somebody else succeed. And that is my form of doing it for the culture. And last question, Jay, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? I don't have a fucking girlfriend, so I'm not doing shit, okay? I would like to do something, but I'm gonna be right here making fucking videos, okay? That's what I'm gonna do. You know why? Because it's about the bigger picture. The bigger picture, okay? And plus, my Valentine, whatever, I don't even know. I can't even begin to elaborate on that complicated ass situation, okay? I just wish, like I said at the beginning, I wish people were as straightforward with me as I am with them. That's all that I can ask for. Anyway, guys, this has been your boy Jay. I will see you guys tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, for another episode of Canon Culture. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Make sure to keep it canon, okay? I'll see you guys.